To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To the Most High, Creator of nature, be the glory. This is our foundation. This is where we place our absolute. And this is where we find that absolute. Yeah, man, to our great spirit, to the Most High, Habah. Yeah, man. Greetings across the earth. Greetings, free people. Greetings, American Indians. Greetings, Awak Indians. Greeting to all Arawaks. Greetings, free people. Sometimes our story is being told, but it's not being told from our perspective, especially for our common people here on this unique island. It was told that in 1492, foreigners from the hemisphere across the seas, specifically King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, were given an edict from the Catholic Church in Rome, one of those papal bulls, where in essence it's saying, go over there and Christianize or colonize or convert any and everything that would be considered foreign, put it that way. So in 1492, the Spanish side of that empire came here. And by 1509, they established themselves, called this place Santiago. In 1655, this is over 100 years. So these people were here living, intermixing in a small area. Up until 1655, when a different fraction, the British now came here and call this island Jamaica and make their claim. And that is in 1655. In 1666, the British, the United Kingdom, created a Sestuike Trust, or a Proof for Life Trust, over all its territories, including its colonies. Hence, this island was entrusted. In 1948, the United Kingdom created a British Nationality Act whereby all our people here on this island became a United Kingdom and colonies citizens, so to speak, or a Commonwealth national. In 1962, the United Kingdom created an Independence Act, which is an amendment to the 1948 British Nationality Act, in my opinion. And in 2011, the United Kingdom endorsed the amendment of the 1962 Act by assent of the Governor General. Now, if the United Kingdom established a CQV trust over its territories within its jurisdiction or control, and then as a part of their colony, this island is also included within those trust agreement, because the very British Empire really established its control over a lot of sovereign islands, including Jamaica. Now, with this trust in the form of a constitution, for the moment we adopted the 1962 constitution and accept it, you'd say, boy, we activate the very instrument. By we accepting, specifically accept the terms of the trust, thus making the trust a declaration and acceptance between two sovereign nations, that are between Jamaica and the British, basically. You have to forgive the rambling, because remember, all we do is try look at what we have and I try, dissect it, try figure it out. But we really are trying to say there's a trust in place. Yeah, man. And we have to view the government itself as a trust, and the officers of the government are the trustees. And both the trust and the trustee are created for the benefit of the people, making the people the beneficiaries over that trust. And not just the beneficiaries, I would add the principal and beneficiaries over that trust, whatever name you might want to place on it. And if it's a public trust, then that makes its officers public trustees. Now, we have to try, well, I personally, I remember, we just look at a lot of information, but nobody in a school with. So we have to try do the best we can with the little what we have. So the people have a security or a collateral interest in the very government as it is. Because remember, government is a body politic created by the people for the interest and benefit of the people. Never created for just the public servant for have immunities and special privileges. So we are trying to secure the rights, the fundamental rights and freedom of the people, not just for ourselves. It's for the people at large, in general, not a selfish thing. And here on this island, we have the 1962 Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. And the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom was amended by assent in 2011, which is the supreme law of the land. Now, all of these policies being enforced is something else. However, if you're a part of the organization or the system or a citizen of that specific body politic, then these things apply to you. And I would assume if you remove yourself from that body politic, then absolutely nothing will apply to you. Once you're being lawful. You know what I mean? Once you know, bring no harm to no one, you know, destroy no one's property, and you know, swindle or defraud no one out of anything with them have through envy and jealousy. Those are what you call golden rules, you know. Everything else, once it's policy, it have everything to do with commerce. That's just my opinion. And once it's commerce, you're in a total different venue, area, arena, a whole different world. So we have to learn how to differentiate what is the commercial sea and where can we find solid ground, land, where we can place our foot on the rocks of this solid ground, land, where we are no longer presumed or considered lost at sea. So the United Kingdom established a trust over properties within its jurisdiction and control within the sovereign island of Jamaica. This trust is accepted and activated by the adoption of the Constitution, which specifically accept the terms of the trust, thus making it a trust declaration and acceptance between two sovereigns. So that's one of the topics where we don't mind a look at. You know what I mean? Because we realize that, especially for I personally, where I feel I go in and out of court. And all me a place, I say, yo, file stamp this and make sure the court get them kind of information, yeah, showing you say, hey, I'm not interested in what I deal with and I'm separate from what y'all are doing, to no avail. So me I try wonder what really are going with the court system. How my people are run through it, and even when I walk through it with the first hand knowledge and experience, I like me, I say, boy, you know, this enslavement here is so sophisticated. It is so sophisticated because number one, it shall be confusing only because we don't get the correct training. But as we go along, you know, we will learn a little bit here and a little bit there and put things together. The first thing we'd have to consider is when for a man like me enter the traffic court, I have to ask myself, because I don't mind not going. Some people say don't go and all of these things, that's fine. For me, go learn and forget the first hand knowledge. I have to step out there. I have to walk the walk. I now can just talk. Hence I step. But I have to ask myself, what is this place? Where am I? And when I talk to a whole heap of the different resident magistrate, you have some very decent people, and I'm going to knock them, is only one resident magistrate I found rude, and that was that R.M. Edwards, that Trinidadian Indian lady. Very rude, very disrespectful. Most of the other RM I come across was, listen, they was patient with me. Yeah, man, and them was highly respectful. Even my good and very learned friend, Chief Judge Chester Crooks. Very patient man with me. And even when him give me psychological evaluation, 45 days, I'll never stop talking about that. Really. This is my experience, 45 days. In the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility. I think that's like some kind of punishment for me, you know? Probably having this kind of knowledge here on the island, doing the things that I'm doing, establishing myself as a free man and nothing on paper, irrespective of what is being presumed, will be able to enslave I. Nothing at all. So even when my learned friend make a wrong decision and order me for go see psychological evaluation, that's fine. Because now that I'm out of that mess, you won't be able to psychologically evaluate me again. But it seemed like everybody want to walk away scotch-free. You know what I mean? And I leave that to nature and nature's law. We still have to ascertain what's going on in court because we still have a court case coming up where I'm sometime in November. You know what I mean? And I just say it like that. Sometime in November. Now, what jurisdiction is that? And let's rephrase it. What venue is that? Because we are stand up on the land and say we are common law, but going into this traffic court, me I discover say, even when me invoke them out of office, them still played some kind of games. And when I mind I call these people name in a traffic court, court clerk, or clerk of court, James, Richard James Ayub. These are the people, the court clerk, them are the people, and you hear them name clerk? These are the people where should be held liable because them really mess around with the finances on the back end, whether them know it or not, because them make authorization. And if the court is not a common law court, then what is it? What them I say? It's a maritime. Listen. We're on the sea. We're not on the sea. However, we comprehend it's all commerce. And if the courts are operating under statute law, we have to define what is a statute. And it is said, a statute is a kind of bond or obligation of record, being an abbreviation for statute merchant or statute staple. That's what it's, you know. It's defined as. We always know, say, boy, it always have something to do with the merchant them. All of these laws are come back from these merchant trade agreement, these international back and forth intercourse. So if the courts operating under statute law, that means they have to deal with commerce. That's one way to look at it. It has to deal with commerce. And the moment it has to deal with commerce, then, you know, say a business, because remember, you know, them have it not for them code, you know, 27 CFR 72.11, where them say all crime or commercial, it's a business. So me I wonder why me keep on them have me in a them court and I play this game. If we look at a bond, them say recognizance is a bond or obligation of record binding a person to some act as to appear in court and subject to forfeit money if obligation is not fulfilled. So I look for when them set me up and draw me in a them court, Martindale say man arrest me for my key ring All of this is some illegal activity on the court's part. This is why I say the court, the justice system is complicit. You understand? Yeah, man. They are conspirators to the deprivation of your fundamental rights and freedom. They know exactly what they're doing. When me think, hey, here is information, hey, man, I need to give these guys no information. These guys have all of these information already. Probably the lower level clerks, them not really comprehend what's going on. But I'm walking through this thing right now and I'm looking at everybody that is attached to my case is engaged in fraud and is engaged in treason, engaged in all kind of criminal activity. And this is the so-called judicial system. This is the, the officials. It's interesting. You find, so you have people where come before man like I, some man like Gene Keaton. The man there, some man will sit down and do some research, serious research, and present document from some long time ago and I break down some things, but the comprehension go over our head. So as we go along and study some more and get back to some of these instruments and I look at it, we start get some clarity. Because number one, if we are talk about commerce, and me then a traffic court and traffic court I deal with commerce, then I don't think I can talk about constitutional law when them a deal with commerce. Yeah, them have no right to mess around, but according to the how them structure them system, them can always presume. So now me have to say if them a deal with commerce, what is the governing instrument we deal with commerce? Isn't it the what I'm called UCC, Uniform Commercial Codes? So now when we start pay attention to the UCC, we're going to discover, say, boy, you have thing what them call presentment, you have thing what them call acceptance, you have all of these different terms. So now it is safe to assume that the court is looking for an acceptance and acceptor under the UCC 3-410 as the principal of the primary obligation to pay or discharge any instrument presented for acceptance. Now, you hear what that said? It has said the principal, which is I know, I am it. My learned friend out there, you people in the court, listen to me carefully. I am that principal. And now I'm comprehending that when you make a presentment to me, you make it for an acceptance and an acceptor under this commercial code, uniform commercial code, because you deal with commerce. And I can't go with nothing else but this instrument, this thing that govern this area, this venue. You understand? So just bear with us. Kind of forgive us when we are ramble. Kind of forgive us when we are all over the place. Remember, it's just the ancestral spirit I move we and bring with you. And we have so much other distractions that we have to deal with. So, bear with us while we try, ascertain, a little part or get some clarification or on what it is where we are get ourselves involved in. Yeah, man. So if I am the principal, then I don't need to do all of this paper. I need to just write on a piece of paper and say, watch your man. I accept your presentment for honor. Yeah, man. And avoid the controversy. Listen, we are say, I accept your presentment for honor. This way I can remain in honor, because when me accept your presentment, I realize that I go in a dishonor. But nobody now tell me, say, boy, King, you're right, but there's a little process to it, and you have to kind of, you know, step on it that way. Nobody come in here with all of your knowledge and go on like you want to embarrass us. Don't do that. When you do that now, you're going to get yourself in a problem on a level where you don't even realize. And we, as court people, we're going to encourage that because we don't want to mess with our thing. So now may I gain this honorable clarification where, as according to the Bible, just agree with your adversary. And it don't mean, say, boy, you submit, It means, say, boy, you remove the contradiction, because if you agree, you can agree. And a man verify whatever thing he might bring forward. And if he can't verify it, then, it's null and void. It's a nullity. Compensation now have to come for all of the problem that has been created. Yeah, man. So if the court is looking for an acceptance under UCC 3-410, as principal, the principal of the primary obligation, the obligation is on me to accept. And since they are presenting an indictment, you can view the indictment as a bill of exchange because you deal with commerce. You can't view it like, say, boy, it's a personal thing. Them people is after something else. It's a huge business. And you as a principal, why them say you are the principal? Because you have the primary instrument where them can interface with. And it have two sides to it. But them not really express and explain it to you. Where you have you as a creditor and you again as the debtor. Because your private side, you're the creditor. You're the principal in the private. But when them are carried over into the public, them are try to say, boy, that's the debtor side. However, you're still supposed to have control where when them present anything to you, you should have the information for accept and discharge it. You know what I mean? Direct them which part them for carry it to that account and offset or discharge it and balance that area. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Everything is a negotiation. And why we say that? Because in 1933, them removed the substantive gold and silver from the market and replace it with negotiable instrument in the form of draft or bill of exchange or promissory note. So this is what is really being, presented or exercised here, and we have to find this clarity. We have to find this clarity. Yeah, man. It is said that since they are presenting a bill of exchange in the form of an indictment for acceptance, this is called acceptance for honor, which involves a negotiable instrument, especially a bill of exchange indictment that has been accepted for payment. Remember, there is no real money, so all you have to do is use negotiable instruments. The complaint information or indictment is a 3-party draft, commercial paper, or bill of exchange under Article 3 of the UCC. So we have to start focus on the UCC to get clarity. Yeah, man. The grand jury foreman is a drawer or maker of the indictment by his signature. Now, we're not going to go so far as a grand jury. We're going to say the court clerk or the drawer and the maker of the indictment by their signature, that very same court clerk. Yeah, man. The defendant or the debtor, is the drawee. And now the state, this is how the state get involved. The state is the payee. The living man and woman is the peer. So you see that? So you are really it. So when them a drag me in a court after me I say me is a free man travel, where them can't deny that. You have the right of movement here according to the constitutional laws which are supreme. And there is no act of parliament nor no organ of the state can do anything, take no action to abrogate, abridge, or infringe upon these very fundamental rights and freedom. So all of what them I do out there now apply to I. And all me I try express it to them is like to no avail. So now here I am inside of them belly, cause them let me inside of them prison system. I'm gonna look and learn some things. You understand? Them have me going in and out of them court system, and I have first hand knowledge of all of what me I say. You understand? We are quite cognizant of two separate and distinct, you say, government, what is known as the lawful side, which is de jure, and what is known as the de facto side. You understand? Which is the legal. Two separate and distinct things. One can show you public law and one can show you public policy. Your public policy do not apply to a man like me who is lawful in his capacity. The system put me in a situation where now me have to reach a point where it's total renunciation. I'm walking away from this body politic. I have no interest, absolutely no interest in going further. So it's a renunciation of citizenship of the government of Jamaica, placing me right back to where they would consider Commonwealth national, whether you like it or not. We don't need permission to do that. And your documents, even when it's a government of Jamaica, you have to make special reference in there where it delineate my national status. You know what I mean? And we declare ourselves Awak Indian, making us American Indians here. So irrespective of what the government of Jamaica choose to do, you have no jurisdiction here. We have expressed that. We have declared that. Yet, because of the financial, you'd say, profiting, you attach yourself to my estate as if a parasite that cannot be separated from its host. So I chose to extricate this parasitic entity from my estate, and I'll do it publicly. Yeah, man. So the court clerk in the traffic court is the drawer and the maker of the indictment or the instrument. And then I make me the drawee and the state is the payee. And then I make me, well, my juristic person, the drawee, the drawee, yeah, my juristic person, which is that birth certificate, all capital name, is the drawee. And I, as a living man now, is the peer. It's all commercial in them courtroom, you know. What the judge and prosecutor are doing in the courtroom is making a commercial presentment under section 3-501 bracket 1. Unless excused, section 3-511, presentment is necessary to charge secondary party as follows. So it's so much things. Yeah, man, when you think it's this, it's that. And when you really get close to that, you realize it's not. You know what I mean? So people not have this kind of information when them go to court. So where is the full disclosure? Where our public servant, I make we know say boy, there is consequences arising from the corporate offer to contract. Oh, not tell about these little fine prints. Presentment for acceptance is necessary to charge the drawer or the endorsers of a draft, where the draft so provides or is payable elsewhere than at the residence or place of business of the drawee, which is you, or its date of payment depends upon such presentment. The holder may at his option present for acceptance any other draft payable at the stated date. That means you can accept and return and, deal with contract accordingly. People, when you reach on a certain level, them documents are going to become available where you have access and you go through it. What I'm going to stop doing is just throw things out there where people can snatch and misuse. So I always, like I say, boy, I will share with specific people where are like-minded like us and have good intentions. Not necessarily I try to trick nobody or mislead nobody. People will choose to lead themselves. And them people that will choose to work with. Not the ones them who want some hype. You want a following, so you want to get some information. You have to feed your flock. And what is your flock? A flock of fools. You understand? Because if you teach and I know, then the people and what you teach is unaware. So this is why we always make a concerted effort for say, boy, make we improve ourselves. Make we try to know some things. You know what I mean? Make we become receptive to learning. Let's put our ego aside and let's build. It's as simple as that. But we have a set of people who want to influence us to say, let's go to war with the government. Let's go to war and destroy our public servant. I don't agree with that. Because those very people are my people. It's us. The very people, I'm my mom, I'm my dad, I'm my brothers, it's us. It's just a system where employ these people. So when we can share information for have these people are correct themselves, then the system naturally correct itself. But it's not everybody want that. So they'll influence us to say, hey, war, what? We are at peace and we choose to be so. We have a free will choice to apply our intelligence, to apply our, what you call intellectual ability. This is what we choose to do. We will leave the physicality to the people that's on that level. You know what I mean? We need more people on this level who can challenge, either call the elite on their level. Because we now can use no physical weapons. We have to use with spiritual weapons. You know what I mean? We're ancestral energy. We are Awak Indian here, and this is our nation. This is our specific society or set apart society. We are non-adverse. We are non-belligerent. And we are non-combative. We are neutral here. We have our own treaty that we have published. We choose to stay on the correct side of the issue, which is the lawful side of the issue. We are lawful. We adhere to the universal law of nature. Yeah, man. We adhere to the superior laws in nature. And we adhere to the supreme law in nature and the law of the land where the Constitution is concerned. Adhere to these, that's a superior laws. This is why the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom were adopted and amended, highlighted, because it's a document where guarantees, where secures, where protect our fundamental rights and freedoms. That's what it do. This document doesn't give us these things. The Governor General, Sir Patrick Linton Allen, cannot give you your fundamental rights and freedom. What is there is to protect, is to secure, and is to guarantee that the government of Jamaica doesn't violate or infringe upon these rights and freedom. Now, if you're a citizen, he cannot protect you. But it's when you remove yourself from being a citizen, then you're under the protection of the Governor General office, because this is why he's here. You understand? However, the government of Jamaica discover how them can fleece the populace by way of gaining assent and access to their private trust fund. This is why we say, do not trespass, no trespass upon our property. It not means our little yard or wherever around here, so. It means all our property, all our possessions, including what you're the fiduciary public trustee over, just like how we are the fiduciary private trustee over our estate. But when the public servant want to become the master, then we can say that the earth is truly out of course. This is one of the examples where the people delegate, give a little bit of their authority, and can only be governed by their consent. And when the people themselves, we do not consent, the government say, hey, forget you. We have big guns, we are mighty. So our might make us right. Now that's wrong. That's against nature. This is why you say the earth is out of course. And you see everybody have all different kind of problem and all different kind of situation where there is no solutions. Right now, me I discover I'm not at odds with my public servants, truly. I just have to comprehend what it is. So now I'll accept a lot of things honorably, just so I do not go in default by not accepting. However, you have to verify claim of jurisdiction, verify claim of authority, verify claim of control. Because without my consent, there is none. And your very laws stating that. Now, when we discover, say, so much money at stake, when you talk about my dishonor value at least 1 million United States dollars, then that's something serious. Now I discover why you guys have 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 counts against my name and keep carrying me back and forth. I'm thinking it's like a little 50,000 Jamaican dollar bond, but no, I think I discover say it's a whole lot more behind the scenes. This is how you guys puff yourself up. Because if there's no real money, what is really being exchanged? Isn't it our energy? So we are the principal, meaning we are the battery. And without us, you parasite cannot exist. So we are going to have to learn how to take control of our affairs. We have to learn how to look at you guys' presentment as, looking for an acceptance from the principal so you can balance the book. You know what I mean? So we're going to try remove the dishonor from us so we can maintain and remain in honor. Stay honorable. People, it's a lot more to it than that, I'm just, I throw some things out there. It's a whole lot more to it than that. So we really have to buckle down and, dot our I's, cross the T's. But now I discover it's never, what I think it is. Yeah, man. It's never what I think it is, man. I realize, I remember RM. I try to remember if my good brethren, Courtney Maxwell. We have some Irish brethren out there, people. Just take it from me. These public servants are you and they are me. I tell you the truth. The problem is them just get one set of information. You know what I mean? So, that's what them know. And when them start get exposed to other information is a whole different thing. But I remember I reason with the brethren. And the brethren asked me which part of exemption there. Because I said, no man, me exempt from all of that, man. Then if me I tell you some exempt, that means me exempt, my brethren. It's that simple. You try to tell me some if I go climb some bridge or go in some well and go dig up some things. No man. We naturally have with exemption, man. In other words, if I'm the principal, that means me are the asset holder. What's the asset? The birth certificate in my hand is the asset. And that is on the private side of the accounting ledger. So if I'm holding, them would have said, boy, this is the exemption necessary to discharge the debt. I tell you. I love that document here, I come across, Me have so much thing in my thing, and you have some people me have to salute out there, but me have to stop calling up people name out here on the public. I don't want to get myself in any problem or jeopardize nobody's thing. But a lot of people out there me have to say salute and give a lot of credit to, a lot of honor and a lot of respect. Yeah, man. Because you do push the information and bring it forward. What most people not do is really share them intellectual property and the breakdown per se. You understand? You have some people who just give you enough to entice you to come be a part of them thing. And when you step into them thing, it will cost you at least $3,000 just for step into for them type of system where them have going. And you probably have about between 9 or 13 payments, different levels. So it'll cost you a lot of money, but you know, you probably get all the way you need to get done and learn it properly too, more so than even I. We have to pick here and pick there and catch it there and catch it here. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is for the people that can't afford them kind of 3, 4, 5,000 US dollar debt, them not gonna make it. This is why I am here. So I am here now to show them people that say, watch out. If you don't have this or if you don't have that, you know, just pay attention. That's all you gotta pay. You know what I mean? Just pay attention. And if you talk about spending anything, just spend some time on where you deal with. This is where them are gonna get here. However, you have people who want me literally put pen to paper for them and create. And them want me do that for free. And sometimes I can excuse some of them, but others I'm really disappointed. Because even when you make an effort, you don't even hear them link you and say such and such, X, Y, Z. Them don't even correspond with you. Them just totally, you know, act as if you're obligated to them. But all of them things they're gonna change. Me have colleagues, me have brethren, me have ones who are in our thing. And them ones they are international people. Overseas are 8 people. And when them 8 people and people get some compensation or whatever it is, when you look upon what them are offer and I say, boy, here, it's disappointing, it's downright shameful. When I see all our individual get all £150,000 and the man where 8 them forget that and turn around and give him all £1,000, you don't even pop off 10% out of that and say for 15,000, yeah. Or even say, watch us, you have 5 grand, yeah. $1,000. And then you complain and say, oh, because I need the rest of money to purchase other properties. Then you know you're going to get in trouble again. And who you think I can save you this time? This is the problem with our people. This is why someone don't deserve no help. This is why man like I go somewhere far where I don't even see people. There's somewhere where I just, you know, if I do choose to do some farming, play some golf, at them kind of way there. And we work with people where they, you know, our thing, we're committed to us. The simple folk. We can't do that. We're not breaking the laws doing that. You know what I mean? We have people where I tell we say, boy, them want to come together and say treaty. And we say, all right, treaty. And when we bring information, we can bring clarity and change life. And them things that we offer to people. And we come with clean hands. We not come and hide nothing. We not come and try, you know, pretend. We say this is our thing. All a man like me, some my thing, man, this is me. Nothing to cover up. Transparent. But you guys, we are so no one come with togetherness and thing. We don't have nothing to come with. We now come with stipulation. I say, you better sign treaty or else. And we are say, we're more intelligent than that. And we have more respect and love for UNO more than that. And we don't need treaty for say, boy, we are family. You get me? Treaty is just that. Now, when you put anything else to treaty like peace treaty, then you say, boy, we're hostile. And we're not necessarily hostile. What we do is talk truth. And if truth offend you, that means that we're hostile. You know what I mean? So, you see, all we can do is try. This is all we can do. And when we say we come with clean hands, that's all we can do. You know what I mean? And anything where we are share as king, we're going to give treasures, man, diamonds, man. You know? This is all we give. Yeah, man, when we are going to information, man, you understand? It's not like a template form where I say this is us. So you say when you're genuine and true, that we show naturally. You understand? Yeah, man. And when we say treaty, it's straight across the board. When you have family, you don't need peace treaty when you have family. You get me? When you have one, you don't need them thing there. It's like the prodigal son a return home. And when the prodigal son a return home, the prodigal son not come with no contract and stipulation as if the prodigal son come and humble and say, Dad, watch out. Any place where you want to put me in, Dad, you will clean out even the barn. You get me? Because I know, say, boy, I went astray. This is how the prodigal son stepped forward. And as such, what you think the father do? Say, what kind of barn? Come sit down up here, some man. Come take your rightful place. Because you never the right side of me before. That's where you was before, right beside me. So why now would I regulate you to the barn? No, man, for you know yourself and you true to what it is, man, you're going to be a better man. So come and take your place. Because that is your place, right beside me. You know what I mean? You don't come with no stipulation as if. Remember, you know, no we call and say come, you know. And you will say, yo, you want to come. You understand? So we say, we are come with clean hand. And we never close the door. We say, here, see some things, yeah. See some gift, yeah. This is what we say. And that can't be denied. You understand? So when we say peace straight across the board. When I say me apologize to my people, it goes straight across the board. Don't feel special. It goes straight across the board. It's who choose to acknowledge and accept can do that by their own free will. You understand? Yeah, man. When the prodigal son say him a return, man, the prodigal son have to know say when him a return, man. You know what I mean? And him did walk away. You get me? Yeah, man. So we say peace straight across the board. And we say love straight across the board. But we is not the maroons over here where some colonial foreign man can bring paper come and say sign this. No. We're way more intelligent than that. If you bring in any paper come, no, say you come look for my paper. You get me? Once you bring paper come, you come look for my paper. And when you look at my paper, you're going to say, boy, we're superior by nature. By nature. So we can identify the maroons for who and what they are. We don't have to call a name and place no blame. What we can do now is correct something, amend something, and we move forward. That's all we can do now at this point. Too much things are going for play some selfish game. Where one little group have a little bit of information and feel special. I think there's joke. We have enough of it. Yeah, man. So we don't mind to create our own society and do our own thing, because we can. And we're going to ignore a lot of the distractions, because we can. Yeah, man, and now we alone can right a lot of these wrong. We alone can do that. Yeah, man, I already apologized to my public servants, so I don't have no issue. I don't come and talk about, no, man. Public servant, them are we same way. We just have to give them information, and the ones that we choose to correct themselves shall. The one them we choose to move with unclean hands, you know what I mean? Nature will judge them and fix them. It's simple. But we have to make some choices where we can choose to make them choices there. We can't allow nobody to make choices for us anymore. We can't allow no guy to speak on our behalf anymore. Not when we have our own voice and our voice is being suppressed. Not when we have a right to be free and our freedom is being restricted. We don't want no puppet leaders neither. We don't mind to lead ourselves. We don't mind leading ourselves. However, again, we give thanks for the time, we give thanks for the moment. Yeah, man. And step by step, that's the only way. Step by step. Unity is strength. Unity will always bring strength. And to all of my island people, them straight across the board, I say complete respect with power. All of my island people, them, all of y'all. Yeah, man. We are Ahuwaks. That's who we are. We are in the West Indies. We are West Indians. This is who we are. This is who we are. We are the Aborigines and the indigenous. This is who we are. This is who we are. Gratitude. Gratitude. To God be the glory. Yeah, man. Not I. To the Most High be the glory. Not I. Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. Give thanks and praise. Give thanks and praise. People, comprehend. I will give a little and share a little and kind of mix it up with different reasoning. That is intentional, people. Remember, we can't just come out here and just attack the thing them too plain and too straight. So kind of, look between information and take what you need and, just show the gratitude. That's it. Show the basic gratitude. We're not asked for nothing. Our channel, our platform is not monetized. I don't think we're going to ever monetize. You know what I mean? All when we reach monetizing qualification, we're going to just leave it how it is. Where we just know, so we just share some information, share our little part of the comprehension, and we just push forward. That's all we have to do right here. Freedom. Freedom minion. Free the man. That's it.